So why is this important actually? Is because even in a compound, like suppose you have A, B, C and D, maybe like this, you have bonds. So if, I mean, they don't have any charge as such. They don't have any positive or negative charge. But we assume them to have some, or what do you call, some pseudo charge on them, which we find by taking out all the elements where the more electronegative element goes with the negative charge. Now, before going into this, let us see which element is more electronegative than which element. So there is a series where this is the series. And then this is much greater. This is a series of electronegativity decreasing electronegativity. So we see that fluorine is the most electronegative element, because since fluorine is very small, it tends to pull all the charges, all the negative charges towards it. Then we have oxygen, then we have nitrogen, then we have chlorine, bromine, iodine, sulfur, and then sulfur is much more electronegative than carbon, and carbon is more electronegative than hydrogen. So fluorine will almost always, not even almost, always it will have a negative charge on it, because you cannot have fluorine positive because it is the most electronegative element. This is not possible. Either it will have a zero charge like in F2, or it will have an F minus. And hydrogen and all these after hydrogen there are these metals and all, they will always have positive charge. Like Na minus is very difficult. Na plus you can find it almost everywhere, and Na is also possible in its elemental state. So this is about electronegativity. So what it means that if you have a compound of, suppose, carbon and oxygen, so CO2. So since oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, if you break this, CO2 is like this, it's a double bonded. So if you break this, you will have 2 minus charge on oxygen and even on this oxygen, and here carbon will get 4 positive charge. So we actually don't break the bonds, we assume that they are broken, and then we give the more electronegative atom the negative charge, and the more electropositive atom the positive charge. So this list is quite important in finding this electronegativity. So you need to memorize this series. This is what you can call is an electronegativity series. Now next we come to a new term, which is our oxidation state. Now this oxidation state, what you can call it, you can define it as the net of all charges on an atom when the rest are removed, the rest of the atoms in the compound are removed with the more electronegative with a negative charge, and vice versa. So this is a bit difficult to understand. I'll show you what it actually means. Like if you have suppose SO2. So if you want to find the oxidation state of sulfur in this compound, so what can you do? First, remove all these other elements. How? Break this bond. See, this bond had 2 electrons. This bond also had 2 electrons. So, and we know that sulfur is less electronegative than oxygen. Oxygen is more electronegative. So, oxygen will take the negative charge. So, here you remove this. From this bond, it will take one negative charge. From this bond, it will take another negative charge. So it will have a 2 minus charge. And if this has a 2 minus charge, this will have a 2 plus charge. And again, remove this oxygen. Similarly, this oxygen will also have a 2 minus charge. And from this sulfur will also get a 2 plus charge. So 2 pluses, sulfur will get a 4 plus charge. And so its oxidation state would be equal to 4. So to find the oxidation state, just remove all the, suppose it's A, B, C, D, E. Just remove all these B, C, D, E, and suppose B is more electronegative than A, give it a minus charge. Suppose E is more electropositive than A, give it a plus charge. So when you give this a minus charge, you give this a plus charge, and when you give this a plus charge, you give this a minus charge. Then suppose C is also more electronegative than A, give it a minus charge, give this a plus charge, and D is also more electronegative, give it a minus charge, give this a plus charge. So A will have 3 pluses and 1 minus. So that would be A2 plus. So the oxidation state of A would be 2. That is the charge. And you should write it as plus 4 and plus 2, because it can be minus 2 also. So this is how you find the oxidation state.